All right, let's dive into one of the all-time great stories of courage, purpose, and some seriously impossible choices. We're heading into a glittering, ancient palace where the fate of an entire nation is going to rest on the shoulders of one young woman.
Think about that for a second. It's a question we all face, right? But for our hero today, the answer would mean the difference between life and death, not just for her, but for all of her people.
So, our story kicks off in the dazzling but pretty dangerous court of the Persian Empire. This place is ruled by King Ahasuerus, and let me tell you, it's not just about luxury. It's a world of unbelievable power and deadly political games. And right at the center of all this is Esther. Now, get this. She's an orphan, living as an outsider, who somehow ends up in what's basically a royal beauty pageant. And after the king dismisses his wife, it's Esther who's chosen as the new queen. But this new job, it's about a whole lot more than just wearing a crown. It's about destiny. Of course, every great story has a villain, and this one is a real piece of work. Just as Esther is getting used to her new life, this dark shadow starts to fall over the palace, all because of one man's arrogance and pure, unadulterated hatred. So here's where it all starts, a small act of defiance that sparks this massive fire. Haman is the king's top advisor, and he expects everyone to bow down to him. But Mordecai, Esther's cousin who raised her, he refuses. He says he'll only bow to God. Well, this one act of integrity absolutely infuriates Haman, and his wounded pride sets a truly terrible plan in motion. Haman's rage isn't just about Mordecai anymore. No, he goes to the king and convinces him that all Jewish people are a threat. And just like that, he gets the king to sign a decree calling for their complete extermination on a single day. A death sentence for an entire nation is now the official law of the land. Word gets to Queen Esther through Mordecai. She's really the only one who might be able to do something, but the choice she has to make, it feels completely impossible. You have to understand, the danger here was off the charts. In the Persian court, nobody, and I mean nobody, not even the queen, could just walk up to the king without being summoned. The penalty was instant death, unless the king decided to hold out his golden scepter. So to save her people, Esther would have to literally risk her own life. And this is the line that changes everything. Mordecai sends Esther this powerful message, and it completely reframes her entire life. Her position, her title, it wasn't some random accident, it was for a reason. He challenges her to stop seeing her royal status as a way to protect herself, but as the one tool that could save everyone. Esther accepts the challenge, but she's smart. She doesn't just rush in blindly. Instead, she comes up with a plan that's rooted in both incredible wisdom and deep faith. She knows she can't do this by herself, so she asks Mordecai to get all the Jews in the city to fast and pray with her for 3 days. It's this powerful moment where the whole community bands together, gathering spiritual strength before she takes that terrifying, fateful step. After those 3 days, the moment is here. Esther puts on her royal robes, takes a deep breath, and walks right into the king's inner court. I mean, can you even imagine the tension? Her life and the future of her people all hanging in this one silent, terrifying moment. And the king, he extends his scepter. Esther's life is spared. Shoo. But she doesn't spill the beans right away. Oh no. Instead, she starts this masterful plan to expose Haman, showing just incredible wisdom and patience. Her plan just unfolds brilliantly. First, she invites the king and Haman to a private dinner, which obviously gets them curious. Then, at a second banquet, when the timing is absolutely perfect, she reveals that she's Jewish and exposes Haman's disgusting plot. The king is furious, Haman is caught, and his fate is sealed. And the turnaround is just total. It's a complete reversal of fortune. Not only are the Jewish people saved by a new decree, but Haman is defeated, and Mordecai, the man who wouldn't bow, is promoted to Haman's old job. Justice is served, and what could have been a horrific tragedy turns into this incredible victory. So, why are we still talking about this ancient story? What does it have to say to us right here, right now? Well, let's break down some of the key lessons we can pull from it. First, just like Esther, your position in life, whether it feels big or small, might just have a purpose you can't even see yet. Second, this story is a masterclass in what real courage looks like. It's not about being fearless, it's about acting even when you are scared. Third, it shows how faith and community can give you incredible strength when you're up against impossible odds. And finally, it's a huge reminder that sometimes timing is everything, and there might be a bigger plan unfolding just behind the scenes. You see, these lessons about purpose, courage, and faith, they aren't just for some old story. They bring us right back to Mordecai's original challenge. So I'm going to leave you with that same question, but for you. It's not just for a queen in an ancient empire, it's for every single one of us. Looking at your unique place in the world, what is your purpose for such a time as this?